Good morning, everybody. This is the Ragnarok Ranger from Ragnarok Theory, coming to you with the first session from the bunker. Okay, things are going to be changing here before long. I've got some stuff coming. I'm going to resort it out, so it's actually a space worthy of the name, the bunker. Okay, today literally going to review a few items that all tie in together that I got over the Yuletide period. For some of you will probably call it Christmas. Apologise, I'm having to use false light, but I've got to go to the doctor's, to podiatrist this morning, and I've got to get to work by 2 o'clock. So this is stupid o'clock in the morning. It's still pretty dark outside, so we're going by false light for a change, just to try it out. Okay, another brand that I quite like ever since I got the Millbank water filter bag is Forest Fundamentals. They're not the cheapest brand, but what they do is kind of don't do a mass range of products. What they do with the products that they make is do it really, really well. So the first thing I'm going to show you is this, because this is, to me, it ties in, because this is fire kits that I'm going on about. It's quite a big, really well made canvas bag, nice logo on, you get a little clip there, nice paracord drawstring, yeah, and this ultimately, all this kit and maybe some additions we'll go into, then I'll be reviewing my fire kit, my actual kit that I'm making up for myself. I am going to be selling fire kits this year, which are going to be way cheaper than what you're going to get. This bag today on Amazon was basically £16.13p. It's really good quality, but you can go out there and get stuff way cheaper than this. But like I say, if you want to pay for a higher quality brand, this really nice sack is this. It's not the only pouch what they make, but all pouches that they make just go back to this proper old-fashioned kind of waxy canvas type. Yeah, so it's really nice feel to it, absolutely solid. Your stitching ain't going to come undone on these, and so it's going to be dependable. Okay, the next thing is something I'd thought about getting for so long. Okay, and as you can see, artisan fire mats, right? Have they got any use? So basically, it's a piece of leather. Yep. And what you do, you put it down, you put your tinder bundle on, and you strike down onto this rather than onto the ground. Yeah, it won't burn, and then you can literally use it to drop your tinder bundle into stuff. Okay, for fire lighting. It's again quality. It feels like quality. Okay, you get these clips off them with everything, so it will roll up, and I think it will stand in that pouch, so ultimately it will become part of that fire kit. But as of today, the cheapest price I could find this today on Amazon was £17.84. £17.84p. Whereas, to be honest, I am paying for the brand name on this, because you could quite easily probably go out, find an old piece of leather and make the same thing yourself for like a few pence. But some people like buying brands. Some of the more quality stuff that I buy for myself, I like to review, because it lets you know A, what's out there, and B, if you don't want that, you can always go and make your own and use it as a template. So the next thing is this traditional fire lighting kit. There's various options about this. Before I even open this, I'm going to tell you the price that we've seen for it today, which is about what we paid. Might have been a slight discount over at Yule period, you know what Amazon are like. But today, it wasn't available on Amazon, but you can go onto their site, and the cheapest price we could see at today is £34.98. So this is not cheap. Okay. Again, could you make it cheaper? Yes. Would it be any better? depends what you put in it. So without further ado, let's open the box. Okay, obviously this is a fake kit, so the box could be ripped up and used. These are a couple of things I'm thinking of adding. That's some char cloth, that's another piece of fat wood that I'm just going to be adding in there because I've got it lying about doing nothing. So first of all, comes in this tin. So once this has been transferred into the pouch, I don't think it'll be staying in the tin, and the tin then becomes available to make up other survival kits. The Ranger band I put round myself, yep, so that didn't come on it, and without it I fear that the tin's not as secure as it should be. So first thing you get when you open it is this little booklet. If you're absolutely new to survival fire making, this is quite an interesting little booklet. If you're a master of all these crafts, which I'm not, there's a couple of stuff when it comes to fire making, it's like bow drills, stuff like that. Don't really bother with them because I've got that many ferro rods. I'm just never going to run out of fire making kit. However, there you go. So the first thing out of the box is this. So it's on a piece of paracord, and you get the branded striker with some bottle opener and X wrenches in. Another good piece of fat wood. This fat wood, what I had up there, I don't even know if I just it might have come in the artisan mat. I'm not sure what I took it out if I did. And then you've got a very nice fire striker. They're quite good. I've got a couple of similar ones to this. Got a good piece of waxed jute rope and an absolute pile of actually jute string. You'll have seen these again. This is waxed jute rope. Basically, yeah, you light the end, it keeps smouldering, yeah, and you can pull it down there to help put it out, and it's just a way of transferring fire about. It's quite good. This is just a little mat. It's a bit indescriptive, but I reckon it is, again, just to like put your dust and stuff on to light if you wanted to. You've got absolutely buckets of fat wood. It's a really nice bunch of fat wood. I think these are just a couple of spare fire plugs, because you've got now 3 tins. Now let me get this right. You've got kapok tinder, cotton fire starters, and Maya dust. So straight away, cotton fire starters. So these tins, yeah, one's cotton fire starters, one's a kapok tinder, and one's Maya dust. So if I just pop that tin out of the way for a moment, and hope it don't fall off. Straight away, that one's definitely going to be the fire plugs. So again, you get a decent amount. They've thrown a couple of extra in there, so it's a nice touch in it for a freebie in. Okay. Well, that one's your kapok. Okay. It's not dust, so that's the way it tells you. That's your kapok, which would leave this to be the Maya dust. Oh no. Oh. That looks more like jute, so I'm starting to think they've put the wrong thing in there in the kit. But either way, you got 3 really good little tinder boxes there, and that's what you get for your 30 odd quid. So is it worth it? You know, something like this for a good quality one, not to buy off Temu, to buy one of these, you're going to pay £6.99, maybe a little bit less on a deal on Amazon. Tin of this, or for 3 tins of that, you're looking at least a tenner, right? So you've got nearly 20 quid there. This piece of jute, again, by the length of it, if you were to split that down into, say, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, you could make 7 pieces out of that, and you can normally buy them about that long in packs of 8 for about 8 quid. You've already hit your 30 quid mark, even if they threw that in for free, you know, your little fireboard, couple of quid. Yeah, these strikers, for a good quality one, you're looking at a minimum of £7.99. That piece of machined fat wood and the striker, you could easily say this is going to be a minimum of 10 to 15 quid. Forget the booklet, it is a resource, but again, the booklet aside, the fat wood, for that much fat wood, again, you look at least a 5 at least. And then a tin this size is going to cost you another 5 or 6 quid, isn't it? So realistically, to say it comes as a ready-made kit just for you to use, it's not a bad deal, is it? That's actually quite cheap. When you add the individual items up, they've put together quite a nice little kit for you there, in my opinion. Like I said, the other things I am going to throw in there are another piece of fat wood, and this is just some charcoal. I've had this lying about for years. I think it's from an earlier, like, traditional flint and steel setup that I bought. It's a totally different name, Coltig. Yeah, so I've had that about for a while. So that's it. That is the Forest Fundamentals traditional fire lighting kit in its glory. 34, nearly £35. Personally, I think it's worth its money, but I got it as a gift, so it's cost me, you know, has it? Alright, I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope you find it useful. Remember, we don't prepare to survive, we prepare in case we survive. Survival is an instinct. Instinct is everything. Take care out there. I'm going to see you all at another time. Have a lovely day.